Hello, amazing first grade explorers. Grab your safari hats, because welcome to our big Animal Safari Explainer. I'm your lead camp counselor today, and wow, I'm so excited to be your guide on this grand adventure. We're going to see some of the most incredible creatures on the planet, learn some awesome new facts, and use our very best observation skills. So are you ready? Let's go. All right, everyone, hop right into our giant safari Jeep. Buckle up nice and tight because today we are going on a super fun ride to explore the wonderful animal kingdom. And as we drive along, we're actually going to act like real scientists. Yep, we're going to find out exactly what different animals look like, explore the fascinating places where they live, and discover how they move around in their environment. It's going to be awesome. Okay, explorers, it's time to take out your imaginary binoculars. Got them? Hold them right up to your eyes and take a look outside the Jeep window. So I have a giant question for you to kick things off.
Living things can do cool stuff.
Do you think all the animals in the
they can
whole
move
wide
around.
world are the exact same size?
Like when you jump
Are
if
they
you're
all
surprised.
as big as you? Or
And they
maybe
can
they're
have
all
young,
as small as a tiny
which
bug?
means having
Well,
cute
let's find
babies
out.
or laying eggs.
And the answer is a
Rule
big,
number
loud
3.
no.
Living
No
things
way.
don't stay
Animals
tiny
come in
forever.
completely different
They
sizes.
grow and change.
Just think about a massive
A little
gray
seed
elephant
becomes a big
stomping
tree.
through the tall grass.
And a
It's
small
literally
baby
one of the
grows up to
biggest
be a
animals
student
on
like
land.
you.
And then
Now,
think
let's
about
look
a
at the
tiny
opposite.
little brightly colored
Non-living
frog,
things.
one that's so
These
small
objects
it could
are not
easily fit
alive.
right in the palm of
They
your
don't
hand.
breathe.
So we've got
They don't
huge
get
giants
thirsty.
and tiny little
And they
friends
never,
all
ever
sharing
need
the
a
same
snack.
planet.
They are
But
happy
you know,
just staying the
size
way
is
they
the
are.
only difference.
Time for the
Animals
big
are just
test.
big or small.
Let's
they
compare.
are also incredibly
Does it
colorful.
breathe?
I mean,
Does it
think about
eat?
the bright colors we
Does
see
it
in
grow?
nature. We have big, strong
If the
tigers
answer
with
is
those
yes,
bright orange, black,
it's
and white
alive.
stripes that
If
actually
the
help them
answer is
hide in the tall
nitrogen
grass.
monoxide,
And then there are
it's not
super bright
alive.
pink fish swimming
You're
around.
getting good at
Animals
this.
really do come in a
Look,
wonderful,
it's
beautiful
Sophia the
rainbow of
robot.
colors all over the world.
She can talk and walk
So,
just like a person.
we know that animals come in
But
all
is she
different
alive?
sizes and all sorts of beautiful
No.
colors. But
She
here
needs
is
a
our
battery,
next big
not
adventure
food.
question for the day.
She cannot
Where
grow
do all
taller.
these different big,
So she is a
small, and
non-living
colorful
thing.
animals
Wait.
actually live?
Look at
Like,
this
where do
tiny
they make their
seed.
beds, find
It
their
doesn't
food,
move at
and
all.
play all day long with
Is
their
it
animal
dead?
friends? Well,
No.
let's dive into
If
the
we
lush
give it water
green
and
forest.
soil, it will
Imagine
grow
those
into a
incredibly
plant.
tall trees, the thick
So,
vines, and the bright
Seeds are
green
living
leaves
things
everywhere.
waiting to wake up.
This forest is
Great
the
job,
absolute
detectives.
perfect home for animals that love
Now
to
you know
climb
how
and
to
swing.
spot living
Right up there in the
and
branches,
non-living
you'll
things
find
everywhere
fluffy
you
orange
go.
monkeys, very sleepy,
Keep
slow-moving
exploring and
sloths
stay
hanging
curious.
completely upside down,
See you next
and even
time.
beautifully colored parrots
Bye-bye.
making their homes way high up in the sky. Okay, hold on tight to your hats because we're driving our Jeep right out of that shady forest and straight into the hot, sandy desert. Phew, go ahead and wipe your forehead. It is really warm out here. But you know, animals live here too. You've got big camels with humps on their backs, hard-shelled tortoises walking slowly, and even little scorpions. They all love to live right here in the dry, warm sand. Next up, everyone put on your imaginary scuba gear, pull your goggles down, and take a huge, deep breath. We are going down, down, down into the salty, deep blue ocean. The ocean is just filled with fantastic water animals. Think about the cool swimming sharks, the gentle green sea turtles gliding by, and those friendly gray dolphins popping up to say hello. All right, let's dry off and park our Jeep by a quiet, calm little pond. If we look really closely at the still water, we can find little green frogs resting quietly on lily pads and tiny water snails sliding slowly along the stems. And hey, here is a super important rule, my young explorers. Whether it's a huge ocean or a tiny pond, we must never, ever litter. We always throw our trash in the bin so we can keep all these wonderful animal homes perfectly clean and safe. You are doing such a great job so far. Now grab those binoculars one more time. We are going to look really, really close at the animals themselves. So what special body parts do different animals have that help them live in the tall trees of the forest, the hot sand of the desert, or the wet water of the ocean? Let's think about a powerful soaring eagle. An eagle has a sharp beak, big wide wings, and soft feathers covering its whole body. But then think about a clever furry fox. The fox doesn't have wings or feathers at all, right? It has a head, a bushy tail, 4 strong legs, and a coat of soft, warm fur. Every single animal has the absolute perfect body parts just for them. So, we've talked about wide wings and we've talked about strong legs. Let's use our scientist brains to answer our next big question on the safari. How do animals move? How exactly do these special, unique body parts help our animal friends get around in their homes to find food and play? Well, look up at the blue sky. Some animals, just like a lovely duck soaring above the green grass, use their wide wings. They stretch them out and flap, flap, flap to fly high up in the air. Wings are literally the absolute best tools for traveling through the sky.
And then there's the big kangaroo. A kangaroo definitely doesn't fly. Nope, it uses its big, incredibly strong back legs to walk, run, and hop. Stand up really quick, first graders. Can you do a giant kangaroo hop with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, boing! Great hopping, everyone. Legs are just perfect for moving around on land.
Now, what about a bright yellow fish? A fish doesn't have feathery wings to fly in the air, and it definitely doesn't have strong legs to hop on the dirt. Instead, it uses its special little fins on its sides and a big, strong tail fin on its back to swish and swim super fast right underwater.
Okay, our safari is taking a very special turn right now. Sometimes, out in the wild, animals can get sick or hurt. But did you know that human science can actually step in to care for the animal kingdom? It's true. Let me tell you an absolutely incredible true story that is for sure gonna warm your heart.
Everyone, I want you to meet a very special bird named Grisha. Grisha is a beautiful, colorful toucan from a faraway forest in a country called Costa Rica. But oh no, Grisha had a really sad accident. He got very hurt, and the top half of his big, bright beak was broken. A beak is super important for birds, you guys, and without it, poor Grisha couldn't even eat his food. But please don't worry, because this story has the absolute happiest ending. Smart human scientists really wanted to help him out, so they used a super cool machine called a 3D printer. It's kind of like a magic robot that can build things out of nothing. They actually printed Grisha a brand new, perfectly shaped beak. The animal doctors carefully put it on him, and now Grisha can scoop up his food, eat normally, and live a happy, healthy bird life again. Isn't that amazing?
Wow, what an absolutely incredible Safari Explainer adventure we had today. We explored fascinating animals of all different sizes, from huge giants to tiny frogs. We saw a totally beautiful rainbow of colors, explored their green forest and deep ocean homes, and learned exactly how they use their wonderful wings, strong legs, and swishy fins to fly, hop, and swim. So, my amazing first-grade explorers, I want to leave you with this huge question. What is your absolute favorite animal in the whole wide world, and exactly how does it move? Think about it, maybe even draw a picture of it, and just keep exploring. See you next time.